Hi, I'm Jackie Anderson. I'm a missionary in Ethiopia, and today's story about this young woman makes my heart weep. Weep because of the sorrow that she experienced, but also weep because of the joy that was restored by God. Okay, Sharon, would you tell us the story of one person in particular whose life was transformed?
Yes, there are many lives that are transformed, but particularly one woman that I remember, like 7 years, 8 years ago, when we were in Sodo. I was training 15 ladies. Some of them are leaders, some of them are mothers of many children. I was training them in a hall, and we were together. And while I was training, one lady whose name is Addis Ababa, like the capital city of Ethiopia, she was looking out of the window while I was training, just staring out of the window. And I called her. I saw her doing that and I couldn't stop the training. But after the training, I asked her why she was doing that. And she just cried. Just with that only one question. And she said, Sharon, I never tell this story to anybody, but I saw you that you have a heart for women, a heart for the hurt. So I'm going to pour out my heart to you. And she started saying, I had an older brother who abused me sexually and disappeared. And my mom was wondering where he went because she don't know the story. And she got sick, and other brother had a fight with tribe fight kind of. He was shot in front of his mom and her. And the other brother was alcoholic. Because of all the situations, she carried a burden. That's why while I was teaching, she was bringing it to her life and thinking about it. She was sucking it like sponge to her life and say, oh man, is this for me? So we start to pray together. I told her, you know what? God is a God of now. The past is already past. We cannot change our past. But God is a God of now. He want to heal you. He want to love you again. His mercy is new every day.
Yes.
So we start with that, and then we start praying. I mentor her for a month, and then keep like that, and she start to smile. Her smile is very attractive, but she never smiled. She was closed for the world, for men. She started to smile and get healing, and I will call her. I went to Addis and call her. She said, I'm doing okay. I'm praying. After 6 months or so, a young man got attracted to her smile, or I don't know. God gave her this man, and then she's married now. She got 2 children now. And this, if I don't have anything to do in Ethiopia, this is enough for me to change one's lady's life.
That is a wonderful story, and it is so true that we carry the past like a burden on our backs.
Yes.
But God can heal. He can take that burden and set you free.
Exactly.
I love that story of this young woman.
Yes.
Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
So many of us hide our pain, and then we become prisoners to our past. I love the way that Sharon reached out to this woman who was just looking out the window. Sharon was not offended, but rather was very sensitive. And now I think of Sharon as like a conduit of love that helped this woman tell her story. And telling your story is the first step to healing. I think the key to this woman's healing was the way Sharon pointed her to Jesus as the healer. Isaiah 53:4. Surely he, Jesus, has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. By his wounds, we are healed. We may need a professional counselor, but let's keep in mind that God is the very best counselor who is always available and is so wise and knows us so well. Matthew 11, verses 29 and 30. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I love the image of giving my burden to God and then finding rest for my soul. And Jesus is able to replace our negative thoughts and images with His truth that sets us free. This can be a process of days, months, years. But God is able, remember that, God is able to bring healing into our lives. May this give you hope. God is a miracle worker. He can put a smile back on your face. Please check out the videos that are mentioned down below in the description of this video. It gives you some other resources to think about who you are in Christ and the comfort and peace that God can give you. Share with someone, hit like, subscribe. Here is our prescription for joy today. Remember that God is a God of now. Let Him carry your past burdens and today's burdens. Smile as you trust Him, and please seek help from other believers if that's what you need.